Is it playing? Yeah? Okay. I'm here to talk about Mia Hamm. Mia Hamm is important to me because she was one of my biggest idols, and I looked up to her when I was growing up. A couple of things I'm going to cover today is her career before the national team while she was in college, while she was on the national team, her impact on the sport and worldwide, and her reputation today. Mia Hamm attended the University of North Carolina, and while on the soccer team, she worked towards a political science degree. Mia Hamm is the all-time leading goal scorer at the University of North Carolina. Her freshman year, she scored 21 goals. Her sophomore year, she scored 24. Junior year, 32, and senior year, 26, totaling 103 goals, which is pretty hard to do in college soccer. Um, she was the ACC's all-time leading goal scorer, assist, and points, ending her college career. And the ACC is basically just a different type of conference, like the Horizon League for YSU. It's just a different conference. Also, her and her team uh, won four NCAA championships in 1989, 1990, 1992, and 1993. Along with her championships, she was a three-time NSCAA All-American, which everyone knows in general in any sport, if you're an All-American, that's a pretty big deal. And the reason why the 1991 championship is missing is because that year Mia Hamm redshirted her college, that time in college, because she was preparing for the 1991 Women's World Cup, which I'd be totally okay with doing that myself. Mia Hamm retired her college career in 1994 as well as her jersey number 19. She then moved on to joining the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team. Mia Hamm became the most recognized female soccer player in the world um, when she broke the all international scoring record for men and women on May 16, 1999 against Brazil in Orlando, Florida, with her 108th career goal, only to score 50 more till her retirement. At the young age of 15, she became the youngest player to ever join like a national team, and to this day she still holds that title. The national team won the 1991 World Championship with a score of 3-2, and in that game, still at that young age, she might have been a year older, but still very young, she also scored. She became the only non-goalkeeper to ever play in goal during a Women's World Cup game. She played the last 5 minutes against Denmark on June 8th, 1995, after Brenna Scurry, who is generally the goalkeeper that's put in goal, but she got ejected during the game, and the U.S. didn't have any more substitutes because there's a rule with that in soccer. So then Mia Hamm just kind of jumped in, and she made two saves, leading the U.S. to win a 2-0 win. If she didn't make those two saves, we wouldn't have won that game. She also set up both goals playing China with a score of 2-1 in the championship in the 1996 Olympics. And that's when they became the first ever Olympic gold medal for women's soccer. Girls who grew up in the 1990s and the 2000s trying to imitate Mia. Her awards, all the titles she has behind her, anything are like the big reasons why tens of thousands of girls each year still strive to be like Mia, even though she's completely retired. Most women's professional leagues in this country either folded or got suspended. But for most of them, Mia Hamm started them because she was trying to get this sport going. Her popularity is kind of unequaled in her sport, leading many to say that this is a better way to put it, she is the Michael Jordan of soccer, to put that in perspective for you. Mia Hamm strived to make women's soccer grow. That was a big deal because back then, you heard there was a women's soccer game, no one went to it. In Atlanta in 1996 Olympics, she led the USA in gold in front of 80,000 fans. Never in history has that many people come out for a women's sporting event, so that was a big deal. Mia Hamm's team went on to dominate the world again at the 1999 World Cup, where the USA won the championship in front of 40 million televised viewers in this country alone. That same team was responsible for selling over 650,000 tickets that year, including the sellouts at the Giant Stadium and the Rose Bowl. To this day, people still talk about Mia Hamm. She has played a very, very large role in bringing women's soccer to a whole new level in this country. She was one of the 20 founders that kept the Women's United Soccer Association going for about 3 years. Mia Hamm had the WUSA games televised on the national networks like TNT, ESPN2, and CNNSI. And the WUSA is the Women's United Soccer Association, and it's basically just a league, like a professional league. If the games weren't already televised nationally, at least 8 of them were shown on local sport networks. When the WUSA folded, the WPSL formed, which is the Women's Professional Soccer League, and it's still ongoing today. Fast forwarding to the 2012 Olympic Games, where the U.S. women's team took home gold, one of their current star players, Alex Morgan, is becoming to be a big talk because they're saying she's the next Mia Hamm. Occasionally, showing up time to time during World Cup or Olympic events, Mia Hamm is still looked up to worldwide and making appearances. Even before Mia Hamm's appearance on the national team, people knew she was going to do something big. Like, she was just doing so well in college. And Mia Hamm also helped the women's national team to so many accomplishments and so much success that it was a worldwide impact. Mia Hamm gave a new inspiration to young girls everywhere, and even boys. Boys were seen playing with Mia Hamm's number on their back. Everywhere women's soccer grew. Young girls today believe they could grow up being the best that they can at their sport and being just like Mia Hamm, and that's a huge inspiration. Being one of the greatest athletes to live, Mia Hamm really gave professional soccer players a run for their money. I'm going to end with one thing. The Nike chairman, Phil Knight, said it best when he famously noted about Mia Hamm's Olympic performance in 1996. He said, I think we've had 3 athletes who play at a level that's added a new dimension to their games. Michael Jordan in basketball, Tiger Woods in golf, and Mia Hamm in soccer. He thought so highly of her that in 1999, Nike named the largest building on its corporate campus after her. So, young adults in sports, every sport, today keep pushing themselves, keep believing in themselves, and keep their eye on the prize. And they may not realize it, but they play for the child way back when who fell in love with the sport from the start. Thank you.